bitch, I'm on the go. I got a money getting rack addiction. Need that shit for sure, my nigga. I was back up in the trenches waiting on the go.
What's up, y'all? It's Bands by the Bag. We back with another one. Listen, if you're new to that channel, please smash that subscribe button, share it with a friend. We talk about everything credit here. We show up how to run up that bag, how to get that money. Y'all already know, man. We risk takers. We taking this risk, man. We're gonna take this shit to the next level. Listen, this is the channel. If you need to know anything about credit, I don't check the source. I show you how it works, how to get this bag. I even have a couple lifestyle videos where I show y'all my everyday life of vlogging. You know, been doing the vlogging shit. Been getting good feedback on that. So I've been sticking with the vlogging. Any updates right now, my school community is up. Teach you how to do travel hacking. We teach you how to do manufactured spending, which is a high level way of basically, once you get access to these credit cards, how to make money off the credit cards without having to, you know, change the way you spend money, right? Not forcing you to spend more money to get money off these credit cards, right? So we teach you step by step how to do that. Hands-on community, everybody's involved. We show results in there. We do coaching calls on there. Me and my team work diligently on your credit once you join the school community, right? We're working on your credit. So if that's something you want to be a part of, listen, all you can do right now is join. It is $25 a month for this month. Once you get in, the price is going up, and that's very cheap to get into a community where it's like high level shit, right? Like something that's honestly worth probably $1,500, $2,000, or even more of what these coaches is teaching you online. But as a person I am, I like to give quality information, build that trust with people to show them that we're not money hungry here, right? We all know that we could just build our credit profile out, get access to over $100,000 in credit, and start a business, start funding ourselves, use the credit to pay ourselves. Like, there's so many things you can do with the credit that me trying to get money off somebody that's trying to actually put themselves in position is actually a dumb idea, because I look at it as, I'd rather help you build your credit so you could get in position for us to get access to funding and possibly become partners on a bigger venture, right? Because if you have a good credit score and I have a good credit score and you have access to funding and I have access to funding, we could go, let's say, hey, let's go 20% down on a property and make a plan out where we have our LLC set up where we can make money together on a property, on an exit strategy to get multiple properties to get monthly revenue. And now I have a business partner instead of me trying to squeeze you out of, I don't know, let's say fucking $500 for me to help you, you know, trying to get your life back in order. Like, I don't need these low-level clients, right? A lot of things we know with this credit repair space or these credit repair industry is you get these people that's kind of like beat up in life, right? They tried everything they can with their credit, they couldn't fix it. They have all these delinquent accounts that been on there for years, and they come with you with their problems like, hey, I need you to get this off my account in fucking 15, 30 days max. Take all these negative, all these collections, all these bankruptcies off my account. And the truth is, it doesn't work like that, right? We're not the bureaus. We're gonna dispute it. Don't get me wrong. We see wonderful results, 30 days. A lot of accounts come off. So, people, 3 months, 6 months, we can remove everything. We even have lawyers that we work with where we actually sue the companies, get violations. You get paid on the back end. We take these accounts off. Yes, great things like that do happen, but it is a process, and you've been ruining your credit for years. So you also build bad habits, right? Because credit is actually building good habits, right? It's building like, hey, I get access to a $10,000 credit card. I'm not rich. I'm not going to spend all this money and then run off on the bank and then, you know, not pay them and just expect like, all right, I removed the account, but the bank doesn't keep that information knowing that, you know, I never paid them, right? We got to think about these banks as our business partner to invest into our dreams, to invest into our business. So now we can just keep growing with them. They keep giving us money. There's a plug, right? Hey, I go to the plug. Hey, I need 20,000, man. Yeah, your score is good. Your history is good. You always pay back. Here's 20,000. You know, come back. Hey, I need 50,000. I paid you 20,000, and it just works like that, right? So to go back to what I was saying is, a lot of these credit repair clients is like, bro, I don't need to squeeze all the money out of you to fix your credit to, you know, just make money on fixing your credit. I don't want that. I want to actually help you get your credit in order, so then I could really be like, hey, let's get access to this funding. Let's get access to 100,000, 150,000, 250,000, maybe your first 500,000. Once we build your credit right, and now we're having a whole different conversation, right? You're getting approved for 500,000. You know, I could then make my 10% off that. Maybe go into a venture with you where we could make some business after that, because now you trust me enough where you know, hey, he fixed my credit, he got me access to this capital. Yeah, I'll trust him to let's go into a business venture together. Let's get some car fleets. Let's make rentals. Let's get apartments or housing and rent these apartments out, and let's make some capital. Let's whatever business it is, you know, it's having them credit partners where, hey, listen, it just takes you maybe helping 5 people get a 720 credit score. We all come together and we get access to $1 million in capital, $1 million in funding. And now we're having a whole different conversation of maybe closing in on a 10-unit complex, right? We got to have these conversations with ourselves of like, bro, it's not just credit repair. It's so far past that. Like I tell people, it's about taking a risk, right? We live in a country where they made this system up where you could actually structure it the right way, go to the bank and tell them, hey, I need access to this capital. They give you the funding. And yes, everything is a risk. Yes, everything is a financial risk, but I'd rather take the risk of possibly getting monthly revenue in where I don't have to work and punch in the clock for the rest of my life, and I could just have monthly revenue coming in and actually sorry about that, I can actually live life. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to be stuck in the fucking matrix, right? You don't want to be stuck wondering, wow, what if I took that risk with my credit, got access to this funding, and actually deployed it to assets that make me money, right? We get access to this money. A lot of us probably never had money, right? We come from places of poverty. We come from, nobody taught us nothing. And the people, you know, of our culture, like, we get this money and we be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna just go buy some designer clothes. I'm gonna go fucking throw this money in a club, and I'm gonna go band, spend all this money and get rentals or do all this stupid shit. You look at your account and 100,000 just turned to 30,000. You're like, what the fuck? And now you're scrambling to try to invest your money, and it's not working the way you thought it would, right? So let's lock in, y'all. It's bigger than credit repair. It's bigger than just fixing your credit. It's actually putting yourself into position to get capital, to spend that capital on assets that pays the debt and pays you, right? You want good debt, right? There's good debt, there's bad debt. Bad debt, you're fucking upside down, you're trying to catch up, you're fucking drowning. Good debt is, let's say, a fucking $30,000 car loan that I rent this car fucking month on a daily, and monthly is making me, let's say, $15,000, and the car note is fucking, let's say, fucking $500 or fucking $800. I'm paying the car note, I'm paying the insurance, and I got overhead. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what we want. We want good debt. We don't want bad debt, because bad debt is just gonna leave us in a fucked up situation where we can't get access to no more capital, right? So I just want y'all to think about that, right? I just want y'all to know that it's not all about just trying to fix your credit and just trying to get that out the way of like, hey, yeah, I got this score. Look, listen, your score, you're not gonna die with that score, right? Once that score is done, once you have an 800 and you're like, yeah, I have an 800, what are you doing with the 800, right? Anything can hit your score tomorrow. So if you have that score, leverage it, get access to capital, and even you don't gotta leave your 9 to 5 right away. While you're at the 9 to 5, you know, start doing your research and start putting into that 5 to 9, right? Start putting into that business on the back end and try to grow that business, or even learn from somebody that actually did what you're trying to do, and, you know, put yourself in position. So just want y'all to think about that. I always leave y'all with a hack. The hack for this video is the statement that hack and the minimum payment hack, right? You want to pay your credit card minimum payment before the minimum payment date to avoid interest on the credit card, right? That is what that is for. And then the statement date is when the credit card reports the balance to the credit bureau. So you always want to repay the entire card, or leave a little balance, but pay the entire card so they can report it to the credit bureaus, pay off, and then if you need access to the capital, you could just use it. Another thing you could do, once you can start building these credit cards, you get access to a lot of different credit cards. Now you got multiple credit cards, payments is all over the place. You owe this credit card here, owe this credit card there. Credit cards let you one time a year to change the date that you make your payment on the credit card. So if you say, let's say you have 4 credit cards, you could call them and separate 2 credit cards maybe 15 days into the month, and the other 2 credit cards at the end of the month, 15 days after that. So now you know, hey, I pay these 2 credit cards 15 days into the month, and I pay these other 2 credit cards 30 days in a month, and now you have a structure of when you can like move your money around on these credit cards so you don't have to max them out, right? So I hope that was good information for y'all. Again, I'm gonna drop all the link in the bio for the school community. And yeah, man, I just want you to think about, it's not just about fixing your credit repair. All that is minimal, right? It's about leveraging the credit to get you assets that would pay good debt, right? Would pay the debt of that asset and would actually leave over to pay you reoccurringly, monthly, every time, right? Your landlord gets paid on the 1st every time. He expects that money to hit his account every time on the 1st. Reoccurring revenue, you could expect that. You know what is coming in at the 1st, right? And he probably doesn't have to pay his mortgage or his rent or wherever he the fuck lives because the money you're paying him every time on the 1st. So that with every asset, with every business you go into, that's what you're trying to repeat with every business. You want reoccurring revenue, right? You don't have a business until your business is making that money every time each month. So all right, y'all already know, bands with a bag. To the next one, let's get it.